皆様、長い間ご迷惑をおかけしておりましたが。
Oh, Ageha, are you back? Are you back in the Soaring Club? Are you done with the robotics club activities?
私、姫木アゲハ、本日よりソアリング部に完全復帰いたします。
Yes, alright, Ageha, welcome back. Welcome back. A small round of applause echoed around the garage. You guys were so close. If you had won 2 more matches, you would have gotten through the qualifiers. But I guess, no, I don't think Ageha lost on purpose. It just so happened that she didn't make it past the qualifiers. But that means, yeah, she gets to be at the Soaring Club full time. Because if her team passed the qualifiers, right, it means she still has to be involved with the robotics club, right?
いやー、それは高望みってもんでしょう。
But I know you did your best. Ageha and her team lost in the 3rd match in the district qualifiers of the robot contest that were held yesterday. If a team wins 4 times, they can enter the national championship. Oh, saying they were close was a bit questionable since they lost in the 3rd match. But it was a really close fight, and the team that beat them won the district qualifiers in the end. Oh, so that team is really strong.
小鳥も応援に来てくれてありがとう。
Ah, Kotori went to cheer Ageha? I only had that scene.
すごい悔しかった。
Since Ageha was in 2 clubs, the rest of us were also helping out the robotics club when we had some time to spare. We also helped carry the equipment on the day of the match and went to the contest hall. It was the first time I've been to a robot contest, but it was pretty interesting. The teams weren't there to just win. They also did their best to show off their robots, the crystallization of their ideas. I like this phrase, crystallization. Even if showing off like that could put them at a disadvantage in the match, they didn't cut any corners. When I saw that, I could understand why Ageha became so engrossed in it.
それから天音先輩、お手伝いしてくださってありがとうございました。
Oh, Amane helped them out?
あれ、天音ちゃんも何かしたの？
Will this change, you know, that Tobioka sensei's impression of Amane? I seriously hope so. He should really stop being a bastard.
私は別に何も。
Oh, you're blushing. Don't be so humble.
何度か見に来てくれて、設計の問題点を改善してくれたり、アイデアを提供してくれたりしたの。天音先輩、すっごいんだよ。やっぱ発想が違うっていうかさ。
Yeah, I mean, Amane is an intelligent girl, that's for sure. It's just her hands. She's not so practical, so she's quite clumsy with her hands. But intelligence-wise, she's really smart.
へえ、天音ちゃん、私らに隠れてそんなことしてたんだ。
Kept it from us. I had no idea. When on earth did she do that secretly?
私も何かできることはないかと思ったんだ。
Well, I mean, you're still smart, you know.
みんな、天音先輩と一緒にものづくりができて、いい刺激になったって喜んでました。欲が出ちゃったみたいで、次は優勝するんだって気合入りまくりでしたよ。それは良かった。
Well, you're blushing again. It's good that they want to win. You can't obtain victory if you don't aim for the top.
それから、もう一つ重大な報告があります。
Is it you have quit the robotics club? Please say if that's true. Ageha spoke in a formal tone.
私、昨日をもってロボット部を退部してまいりました。
Yes! Yes! Thanks for shouting, Ageha. Yes! Right back at that Tobioka sensei. Yeah, now let's see what he has to say. Right back at him.
本当なのか？実は前から決めてたんです。ロボット作りもいいけど、今はグライダーの方が楽しいんで。
Good to know. Now, good to know that you're devoted to us.
というわけで、今後はこっち一本でいきますので、よろしく。
よろしく. Another round of applause resounded in the garage. louder than before and accompanied with cheers. Yay!
ってことは、いよいよ主翼制作ラストスパートね。
Last spar. Oh, last spar.
葵はパイロット訓練に戻ってちょうだい。
Alright, pilot training, okay? No, I can help too.
ダメダメ。主翼が完成したら速攻でテストフライトするんだから。
Yeah, we need to focus.
それまでに操縦を完璧に覚えること。
How to pilot it perfectly, okay?
パイロット譲ってやったんだからビシッと決めてもらうわよ。
Alright, I had a role to fulfill. At long last, the first test flight was just around the corner. Yes, so... But till now we still don't have any sight of those two twins. They actually joined our club that date. Or are they like secret roots? Oh, I don't think so, right? I don't think those twins are secret roots. But I wonder when they're actually joined. Yeah, that's the thing. When will they come into the picture? Yeah, I'm not sure, but we'll find out, I guess. Okay, anyway, it seems like Hotaru's here.
Hi! どちら様?
Yeah, Kanako now doesn't give a damn really. Underwear all the way! Kotaru, don't freak out, okay?
こら、セカラ女！来客にいちいち裸で対応するんじゃない！
She's wearing underwear.
下着はつけてるよ。
And she's like the 4th year, right? She's actually a senior, you know?
あなた、アゲハの妹ちゃんよね。
妹ちゃん。
はい、そうです。姫にホタルです。ハバネさんでしたよね。小鳥でいいわ。小鳥ちゃんとかで。
Yeah, they've met before at the garage.
小鳥ちゃん。
小鳥ちゃん？
小鳥さん、あーちゃんいますか？
Wait, why you call Chan and now you call San? Come on.
アゲハ、妹ちゃんが来てるわよ。
Your sister's here.
おー、ホタル!
Yep, she's here to see you. Kotori took Hotaru to the dining hall where everyone was having breakfast.
あーちゃん、着替え持ってきたよ。
Change of clothes. I mean, Ageha looks sexy in this outfit, but I think it would be good to see new outfits, you know.
Thank you. お母さんどう？なんか言ってた？
I know that in most visual novels, outfits usually stay the same for convenience sake. But you know, it would actually be nice to see different outfits, you know, among the characters.
帰ってきたらお尻キックだって。
Kick your ass, what?
仕方あるまい。
Your mother's always like this, kick your ass. Hi, Hotaru.
おはよう、兄。
You want some breakfast?
いい。うちで食べてきたから。
Okay. Can I rummage your hair? Brush your hair, pat your head.
あまねちゃん、悪いんだけど、ハートに餌やっといて。
Wow, Amane gonna feed hat?
ああ、任せろ。
Ah, yeah.
ハート。
Yeah. This is, you know, Amane's outfit is also very sexy. I mean, Amane and Ageha's outfits are the sexiest. Yes.
お前ご機嫌だな。ここはご飯が美味しいからな。
It's been a few days since we returned the dormitory to our training camp. Eating breakfast together became our daily routine, and that's important too, because eating breakfast is important because it helps us to bond even more, you know. It's really lively, so it feels more like living together. Also today we needed an especially solid breakfast, so what did we eat? Unlike usual, today's work will be a test of our endurance.
外は快晴か。また一段と暑そうね。ねえ、妹ちゃん、どうだった？
I think she's referring to Hotaru, right?
すごくいいお天気でした。 そっか。もう日焼け止め塗っとかないとやばいかな。あ、そうだ。あんたも暇なら手伝ってよ。いいよ。私にできることならだけど。
Well, if you can help, sure. Why not?
できるできる。誰でもできるけど人手がいるんだ。また翼を磨くの？今日はね、
What are we going to do today?
滑走路を作るのよ。
What? What? Make a runway? What?
滑走路作る？
We're actually going to build a road, like a mini road for the glider to take off. Interesting. But I guess it makes sense that we need to build a runway, yes. Otherwise, how is the glider going to take off? Oh, this is the runway? Well, I think we need to do some things here though. Because well, yeah, it's quite empty except that there's a lot of overgrown bushes right here. We need to sort of like, you know, trim this grass, yes. We sat in complete bewilderment at the wide open empty lot, overgrown with lush grass. Yeah.
ここ全部私たちで綺麗にするの？
We have to, otherwise how is the glider going to take off, yeah?
ああ、そうだ。
Ageha looks, oh no.
覚悟してたこととはいえ、実際に見るとおじけづくわね。
Yeah, it is intimidating because like pretty much the whole field is full of overgrown grass. We were on the verge of completing the main wing, so we were finally starting preparations for the test flight. Among those was preparing the runway. In the meadows that stretched beside the lake, there was a wide flat area without any slopes. When we heard runway, everyone imagined an airfield covered in asphalt or something like that. That's what I thought too. But I think probably it's an asphalt. It used to be an asphalt road here, but I mean, an asphalt road is probably still here, but it's probably overgrown with grass really. Nobody has cleaned up and all that. I don't know, maybe?
やはり夏場は雑草の成長が早いな。
Yeah, pretty much. It was the first time I saw weeds overgrown to this extent. Since our glider was handmade, we'll be making the runway ourselves too. We have to tidy this place up. That's why we called for some help, Kotaru.
なんで俺がこんなことしなきゃなんねえんだよ。
And you two, come on, don't be like that. Where's your girlfriend? And anyway, looks like we see Masatsugu or Mabo in his casual outfit. Looks pretty neat, this casual outfit. Actually, I was just thinking. No, never mind. No, I was thinking maybe Mabo's girlfriend is actually one of the twins, but I don't think so. Nah, I don't think so.
そんなこと言っていいんだ。エリちゃんにあんたの恥ずかしい秘密ばらすわよ。
Yeah, reveal. If you don't help, she'll reveal to her his secrets. Yeah, anyway, Eri-chan is not one of the twins.
汚ねえ、マジ汚ねえこの女。
あんたこそ余計なことベラベラ喋って、本当ならお尻キックかましてやるところよ。
Might as well kick his ass now.
やっぱこいつ中身は男だよ。
And she doesn't mind. Ageha had persuaded Masatsugu to come with us.
さすがにきつそうだけど頑張るっきゃないか。
At least Kanako is smart enough not to wear her underwear here. Not to wear her underwear out in the open. Okay, but she's helping out too. As a condition for preparing her meals throughout the summer holidays, we got Kanako-san to come and help us. Yeah, because she's staying in the manor, right?
私にできるかな。
Come on, you can do it. We also brought along the unfortunate Hotaru, who came only to deliver a change of clothes for Ageha. I don't think it's unfortunate though. And hat can help. It can maybe like eat the grass, the weeds. No, I don't think. Do ducks eat grass? No, I don't think so. And then there was hat. Oh, ducks eat weeds. Oh, they do eat weeds. Okay. So we didn't really need to force him. We just took him out for a walk. Yeah, all the weeds you can eat, duck, hat. But isn't this private property? I think it belongs to us, maybe?
ああ、そうだ。 この広場の所有者はソアリング部の OB らしい。
Oh, old member. Do you know him or her? In other words, this person was a member of the past Soaring Club, from before Amane Senpai and the others revived it again. Oh, I see.
定期的に草刈りをすることを条件に無償で貸してくださっている。
Ah, that's nice. Wow.
それじゃ始めましょう。無駄口叩いてたら日が暮れちゃうわよ。
Alright, let's get started. At the command of our Vice President Habane Kotori, the weeding commenced. Atsui na, so hot. It's afternoon already, I think. The dreadful heat made it all the more difficult. There was nothing to block the direct sunlight here. The wind blowing from the direction of the lake barely managed to cool us down a bit. Atsui! How wrapped around my head in place of the hat was already drenched in sweat. Mina, Kyotsukete, something. Everyone be careful not to get a heat stroke. I don't know how to say heat stroke in Japanese though. He said that you should drink water regularly. On a day as hot as today, it's best to drink something even before you start feeling thirsty. Yeah, you need to, bottle up. Drink lots of water.
もうダメ。ちょっとコンビニ行ってきていいか。
情けないな。男の子でしょ。
Well,
こっちとらバイトとバンドと恋に夢中なもやしっこなんだ。
I was about to say, Marvel has he's the kind of how you call that? No bones. Yeah, lazy bone, you know? Kotori, are you alright?
平気よ。お尻が超ムレムレだけど。
Oh yeah, I meant to say no backbone. Yeah. We thought that it might be impossible for the wheelchair-bound Kotori to do the weeding, but she wanted to do it nevertheless. I think she can. I mean, it's a bit inconvenient to move through the weeds, but it's still possible. I'm worried that she will overdo it without thinking of her health and end up collapsing. Here, have a sports drink.
Thank you.
Oh, Hotaru, you okay? What's wrong, Hotaru? Oh, you're scared of bug? Don't worry, I'll clear it for you. The grasshopper jumped out of the grass that she was about to cut. What? It's just a grasshopper, but some people are scared of bugs. Hotaru hid behind me, scared. I caught the grasshopper and released it in an area that we had finished cutting. Don't get caught by that, he'll eat you. Oh yeah, grasshoppers are ducks' favorite food, are they? So ducks eat weeds, they eat grasshoppers, so they're basically omnivores, aren't they? Don't mention it. Can I give you a pat on the head? Hanako-san was using a lawn mower that Ageha borrowed from a local farm. She was cutting down all the weeds that weren't much higher than ankle level. There was no problem as long as they weren't tall enough to get tangled around the wheels, so there was no need to pull them out from the root. I see.
ほら、ハット先輩、邪魔だよ。ミンチになっちゃうよ。
Pat out of the way? Thinking that the lawnmower was a living thing, had sometimes tried to mess around with it.
ねえ、葵くん、その子をどっか連れてっといて。
Okay, will do. Sorry, Head. I carried Head away. He didn't like it though, so he struggled all the way. Yosh! Koredei! Yeah, that's Japanese for this translation.
Yeah, ハット。
Okay.
はあ。
Oh, now Head sees Amane all happy. Amane senpai, could you take care of this troublemaker?
うん、いいぞ。
Even Amane senpai, who usually secludes herself in the garage, was silently absorbed in the weedings today. I mean, she's usually a stay-in, but a shut-in, but she's diligible in her work. That's the thing about Amane. So even if it's outside, she'll be earnest in doing the weeding. That reminds me, when you did the test flight the other day, you also took off from here, right?
そうだ。
But you're able to take off even with all these weeds? How did you deal with the grass at that time?
私と顧問の山野辺先生とでやった。必要な部分だけだが。
Necessary part? Huh? The advisor? Wait, this club has an advisor?
ああ、顧問だ。
You didn't tell me that. Right, we have to meet him or her. Is it him or her? Wait. Yamamonobe, I presume is a male. I guess that clubs usually have one of these. One of the advisors. But I haven't even seen him once. Hey Ageha.
Oh? Nani?
Do you know Yamanobe sensei?
ああ、あの若い男の先生。頼りなくてひょろっとしてる？
Oh, I would like to meet him if possible. Since he's the advisor. What if he's used to be part of the Soaring Club too? Like in the past, maybe? Seems like he's our advisor.
うん、知ってるよ。
You know? You never told me! She knew about that? As I should have expected. Yahari. Why doesn't he come to supervise our club activities?
前の顧問の先生が定年退職なさって、代わりに顧問になってくれたのが山野辺先生だ。
Okay.
先生はグライダーについては素人だし、あまり興味もないようだ。
So, why did he join? Become the advisor then?
あの先生、事なかれ主義だからね。飛岡先生に頭上がらないし。
So he doesn't have a backbone. So the teacher has only helped with one test flight?
ああ。山野辺先生は人手が足りない時だけ協力してくれるんだ。
You know, we need all the hands we can get here. We should have caught him here. You know?
グライダーを飛ばすには一人では無理だからな。
True. Especially when a glider has no engine, we need people to push the glider forward so that it can then, start to take off. I don't know what kind of person this Yamanobe sensei was, but he was probably in a difficult position. There's no doubt there will be no end to his worries. She probably didn't want to burden him with anything. I was thinking about this while working hard on the runway maintenance. Okay. I noticed that everyone was covered in dirt. It seems that today's bath will feel especially good. With that, the preparations for the flight proceeded steadily. Everything was a new experience to her, so even tackling tedious jobs felt refreshing. And then one day in August, so we're still in the summer vacation, right? Finally, it's done.
できた!
As in, the main wings are done? Nice! At last, the main wings were complete. Everyone looked at the two giant white wings with a feeling of joy. A lot has happened, but we still got this far. Is Kotori about to cry tears of joy?
やったね、小鳥。
We did it, Kotori. We did it, everyone. Kotori looked like she could start crying any second, overcome with emotions. What are you getting all tearful for?
だって、私。
It's fine, let her cry. I mean, this is really emotional, you know.
こんなに頑張って、それがちゃんと形になったのって、もうずっと、なかったから。
I knew how she felt. However, it's still too early, don't you think?
そうそう。そういうのは飛んでからにしようよ。
Yeah. Save it for the last.
そうね。
Kotori wiped her tears, her eyes, with her arm and fired herself up again.
歪みもない。表面も限りなく滑らかだ。
Yeah, these are what you call perfect main wings, Amane. Amane-senpai checked out both completed main wings with an uncharacteristically serious expression. Distortions of the wings inhibit the normal flow of air, reducing the lift. Also, unevenness and scratches on the surface, even though so fine that they cannot be seen by the naked eye, will increase friction and create drag.
いい翼だ。
Good to know, Amane. With Amane-senpai's seal of approval, Ageha and Kotori high-fived each other triumphantly. Before I knew it, these two became a great duo.
これで飛べるのよね。
Yeah, but we still have to clear the weeds, right? Are we done with that?
あ、飛べる。
Tomorrow we can finally do the test flight. Oh, nice. Test flight first. It'll be an interesting experience. Okay. Stop! Oh, the glider is out of the garage. Early morning. Today we were finally doing the test flight. To do that, we had to transport the glider to the runway. We put the glider on a special trailer and towed it by car. Who's driving? Oh, he. Right. Anchan's driving it. Yeah, that's right. Anchan, who drove into the school grounds in a lightweight truck from the workshop, whispered to himself when he saw the main wings that had been loaded onto the trailer. By the way, we received permission from Anchan to bring his truck into the school grounds. That was the first time I had seen the advisor, Yamanobe-sensei. How is he like? Does he get a portrait? As I imagine, he seemed good-natured and diligent, but also quite timid. Nope.
できたよ、あんちゃん。
Don't get to see his portrait. Ageha lifted her head and let us know that the trailer had been connected to the truck.
トレーラーの中で機体が擦れたりしないようちゃんとチェックしとけよ。
Yeah, got it. The glider had been separated into several parts and loaded onto the trailer. If they aren't firmly secured, they will scratch during transportation, and they might get damaged.
ここちょっと緩いんじゃない？
Yeah, fix it, Kotori. Ageha, fetch me a towel. I put the towel into the gap to act as cushioning. That should do it.
よし、じゃあ行くか。助手席はハバネさん。あとは荷台に乗り込め。
Okay.
お前ら手を貸してやってくれ。
Ageha and I lifted up Kotori and put her down on the passenger seat.
私も後ろが良かったな。
I mean, you have to understand Kotori. Kotori grumbled a little. I kind of understood how she felt. Ageha and I took her wheelchair and got onto the cargo bed of the truck.
準備はいいか？
OK だよ。
Okay.
よーし、出発だ。
出発! Started the engine and the truck towed the trailer along. Oh, look at this. You're looking at the sky. Oh!
はーい、みんな。
Oh, Amane is already here. Wow, and look at the... Now the grass really looks like a perfect grass field without any weeds. Nice. So this is a grass runway basically. Okay, nice. Let's take another look there. When we arrived at the runway, Amane-senpai, who came here first to make preparations, waved her hand greeting us. Ah, I see. Oh, so I see seats over here, and then there's like... I haven't actually commented. I think these are the windsocks, right? There are two windsocks here. And then there's some kind of a vehicle in the background. Yeah. This kind of reminds me of... Yeah, you know, like... Yeah, the kind where you like go to... Yeah, go to the field and then you watch... Either you can... This kind of field is where you can either watch a plane take off, or maybe you can watch, you know, a plane drop some cargo onto the ground. Yeah, those kind of activities. Yeah.
あー、楽しかった。
I think I forgot to read this one. Anchan parked the truck next to the runway and we jumped off the cargo bed. Yeah. I've always wanted to ride on the cargo bed of a truck.
いいな、二人とも。
Come on, Kotori, don't be like this. We helped the dejected Kotori out of the passenger seat and onto the wheelchair. While we did that, Anchan disconnected the trailer from the truck.
達也。
よ、あまね。
すまないな、手伝ってもらって。
Nah, he's fine with it.
なーに、いいってことよ。あいつらのためならな。それに、俺だって無関係じゃないだろ。何せ OB なんだからな。
Yeah.
そうだったな。
本当はこいつが飛ぶところを見ていきたいんだが。
Yeah, you'll be excited, right? You're excited to see it fly, right? Anchan, are you leaving? Oh, you have something to do? I was listening from a distance but couldn't resist butting in.
これから仕事なんだ。
Work. Oh well. Don't worry, we got a video recorder, right? Do we? I mean, if we got a video recorder, we can record it, or a mobile phone.
あんちゃんにも見てほしかったな。
大丈夫だ。ここで飛べばうちの工場からも見える。
Alright, sure.
絶対見ててね。
ああ。だからしっかりやれよ。
Got it, we'll do it right. Anchan gave us a refreshing smile. Then he drove away in his truck. As soon as Anchan left, we immediately began the assembly. The aircraft was still in pieces on the trailer. First we put the fuselage on the ground, then we took out the two main wings. Kotori keep an eye out and make sure it doesn't hit anything.
Okay.
Ageha, Amane senpai and I lifted up one of the main wings and attached it to the fuselage. Wow, look at this wing. It looks perfect, you know.
風に気をつけてくれ。そよ風程度でも翼は揚力を発生させてしまうからな。
Alright. If a strong wind were to blow straight into this, the generated leaf would be quite capable of sending us flying along with the wind. After attaching the main wings, next was the tail plate.
ゆっくりね。ゆっくりだよ。
Yukuri. We assembled it carefully, making sure not to scratch it. Oh, this is perfect. This is the glider at its finest, with its wings. Nice. Standing in front of the completed glider, we were all deeply moved.
こんな風になるんだ。
Yeah, now we see it with wings. It's huge, dekai.
でも、綺麗。
Until now, we didn't really get to see the full view of our very own aircraft. Compared to the regular planes that we were all familiar with, it looked kind of odd. Kind of, but it does look like a plane, yes. I mean, it's a plane, type of plane. In particular, the unusually long wings that we had completed yesterday looked quite unbalanced, compared to the slightly short and stout fuselage. But were they really? Now that I knew that each and every part of this shape played a role in flying in the air, it felt incredibly beautiful to me.
チェックを始めるぞ。
Yeah, we better check, make sure everything's okay. Amane senpai, holding the printed out checklist in one hand, gave out instructions to everyone.
工具は揃っているか？
Tools.
全部あります。
What tools do we need here though? Before we fly, we had to make sure we had all the tools that were used for assembly. Ah, I see. If there's anything missing, it's possible that it's still somewhere inside the aircraft. In such an event, it could cause a serious accident.
車輪の空気。
Okay, so all the lists of things we need to check. First, air in the tires. Oh yeah, the tires. Wait, this glider has a tire? Well, I mean, it has to have a tire. Otherwise, how is it going to, like, you know, be situated on the ground, right? Yeah. Sufficient.
ピトー管詰まってないか？
Pitot tubes? What's that?
大丈夫よ。
What's pitot tubes? Some kind of like air tubes, I think?
それから。
The checklist covered a lot of things. We checked the airframe for abrasions, damage and such. We even examined the inside to see if bugs didn't make nests anywhere. Oh yeah, that would be really bad. At a glance, some of it might seem seedy. But when we consider that we'll be flying through the air in this thing, we can't really say that, because safety is not the utmost. We need to absolutely make sure of all these things. For example, if one of the meters gets blocked by a bug, it could affect the piloting and possibly even cause an accident. That's why we had to check these things before the flight. Also, by assembling the glider and doing all the checks ourselves, we were able to gain a deeper understanding of the machine. Amane senpai said that she had made some revisions to the checklist that was made by the members. Some revisions?
じゃあ次はポジティブコントロールチェックだ。
Positive control check. As she said that, Amane senpai got into the cockpit.
右エルロン。
Right aileron, yeah, which is this one, right? The rest of us standing outside went to the part that she called out. In this case, the right aileron, and held onto it, making it hard to move. Okay. Senpai moved the yoke to operate the aileron. At this time, if it moved with no resistance whatsoever, it's possible that the couplings between the yoke and the aileron had been severed. If this were a car, it would have been like wheels not responding to the movement of the steering wheel. Needless to say, that would be extremely dangerous, definitely. Oh, actually now that I look at the back view, yeah, the back view, yeah, it actually doesn't look like a plane. It looks, I mean, it does look like a plane, but it's a different kind of plane from the usual plane that we see. Cause, yeah, I mean, now that I take a closer look, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen any plane with like these two plates here, but anyway, and then there's also a wheel here at the end here. Basically 2 wheels, yeah, kind of interesting. And of course, one more thing to note, the logo right here, yes, very important, Call Duck. So we named this thing Call Duck after Hato. And then I wonder what Keifu means. These checks were also carried out on the rudder and elevator. Okay.
All OK です。
All okay.
じゃあ今度は葵くんが後部座席に乗ってくれ。
Okay. Oh, wait, you mean the cockpit is actually the back seat, no, right? Or unless both the front seat and the back seat have these meters. Amane senpai got out and I sat in the back seat. Wait, so the cockpit is actually the back seat? Then we repeated similar checks.
Wow,
look at this panel. Really looks realistic, huh? All the meters and then some avionic. Yeah, and then some values here and then some other things. Now that the assembly checks have all been completed, I got out of the cockpit. All members lined up for the briefing. Yes, briefing, very important.
今日は風も穏やかで、テストフライトにはちょうどいい日だな。
Come on, Amane, you need to sound more convincing. Amane senpai, who should have been explaining the important points, spoke with a gloomy expression that contradicted the subject. Yeah, why you sound like hesitant?
だから怖がる必要はないぞ。きっとうまくいくからな。
Amane, you don't sound convincing. We're worried.
怖がってるのあまねちゃんでしょ？
Yeah. Kotori spoke quite tactlessly and Amane senpai froze up. Then, why are you shivering? Amane, are you okay? She started trembling.
風がないとグライダーは飛ばない。そういう意味じゃ、今日はフライト日和とは言えないな。
Oh, she said something.
ちょっと小鳥、どうすんのよ。
They have to calm her down, give her food.
いや、どうって言われても。よーし、今日は中止にしよう。組み立ての練習ができたんだからもういいよな。
Hey, Amane, we can't back out now. Come on.
ほら、何言ってんの。ここまで来たら普通飛ぶでしょうが。
So actually when she took that test flight before, in the beginning of this visual novel, when she wrote that glider, she was actually pretty scared. So it was a kind of a miracle that she managed to get back safely on land.
いや、君たちはまだ初心者だから知らないだろうが、グライダーのフライトには本来もっと荒れた日の方が。
A more windy day would be better, but if the wind is too strong, it's not good either, no?
あまねちゃんがビビってるだけでしょ？
Yeah, ビビってる。
だって。そういう時は手のひらに一手字をたくさん書いて飲み込めばいいのよ。
Can you actually swallow it? But yeah, I've heard of this thing before. This trick in Japan, yeah, where you draw a kanji for a person, which actually is just like, yeah, it's hito. In Japanese, it's pronounced as hito. It's just 2 strokes, basically. Yeah, just so you draw that on your hand to calm yourself down. It's kind of a folklore, something like that in Japan.
やだ、そんな迷信信じないぞ。
Yeah, superstition. She said something rather childish.
大丈夫ですって。風が穏やかな方が安定して飛べるだろうし。
Yeah. I'll be backing you up too.
やだ。怖い。
Then why did you even take the test flight in the first place? Is it because of the experience that's why you're now scared? Oh, she said that she's scared.
しょうがないわね。アゲハ、葵くん。
Oh, so it's me and Ageha? Oh, we're gonna push Amane. And Kotori signaled Ageha and I firmly held Amane senpai from both sides. Yes, you're going no matter what, okay, Amane?
うわ、何をする。すみません、Amane先輩。
Yeah, sumimasen. It's for your own good.
やめろ、離せ。
While we were restraining the struggling senpai, Kotori wrote the person kanji on the palm of her own hand, a ridiculous number of times.
こんだけ書けば十分でしょ。
So you need to write as many times as you need to. Well, more, you need to write more. And Kotori took a run up. Hey, run up is a bit... What now?
やだ、やめろ。
Yeah, don't worry.
ノラ
How are you doing here though? Ouch! Smack! What did Kotori do? Bang her? Kotori made her swallow those person kanji. Or rather, she slapped her in the face with all strength. Seriously? Wait, what did she do? She's like, draw the person kanji on her own palm and then slap it. And then slap... slap Amane with the palm? With that palm? This looked almost like pro wrestling. The three bad guys teamed up to torment the good guy.
これでどう？少しは怖くなくなったでしょ？
I'm not sure about that though, Kotori. I think it made it even worse.
腹が。
Ouch. Having had some fighting spirit slapped into her, Amane senpai held her redder nose.
ちょっと効きすぎたかしら。
Why did you slap her like that?
天音先輩の鼻が縮んで美人が台無しになったらどうすんの？
Yeah! Her nose is pretty small enough, you know? Don't make it even smaller! This was totally crazy. Senpai, are you alright?
平気だ。
Here, let me rub your nose, okay?
ありがとう、みんな。少しだけ勇気が出たよ。
Oh, you're a little braver now? Amane senpai smiled faintly and walked towards the beach.
よし、成功ね。
But more like the slap woke her up, so I guess that helps. Yeah, and she gets a chop from me. What are you doing? More chop.
先輩は私のアイドルなんだからね。
Is that a chop from Ageha? 2 chops onto Kotori's head.
うたた、何を何して。
Kotori chased after us as we went off ahead. In the corner of the runway, there was a huge thing that looked like a household power generator. Yeah, what's this? Oh, this was the winch. Okay. A glider which has no thrust of its own cannot fly into the air by itself. There are a few different methods of taking off. Typically, a normal plane is used to tow the glider into the air, where it is then detached. It's called airplane towing. Oh, that's one of the methods, but we can't do that because we don't have another airplane. With this, you can reach a considerable altitude from the start. However, if you don't have such an expensive thing as an airplane at hand, you have to use a different method. That's where this winch comes in. Oh, I see. How does this winch work though? To explain it simply, it's a machine which wheels in a rope using a giant motor. Also, you have a rope tied to the glider and then also tied to this winch, and then what the winch will do is it will drive across and then you just cause the glider to like pick up speed and then enough to take off, something like that. The glider is connected to the end of this rope, and when it's pulled with high speed, it can take off. I see. Yeah. So my theory is right. It works just like launching a kite. The difference is that the glider is huge and quite heavy. Naturally, the winch has to be huge too. Okay.
最初はフルパワーで、機体が地面から約30度に達したら、徐々にパワーを緩めていって。
Okay. Amane senpai was teaching Kotori how to use the winch. She already explained this a few days ago when we had tried operating it before, so now it was just a review. Our roles for today are: Amane senpai and I are pilots, Kotori operates the winch, and Ageha works as ground control, so the one like signal here, there, and everywhere. Yeah, you know, the ground pilot, yeah, with the 2 signals and all that. Not ground pilot, but the ground, you know what I mean, the ground control basically. Yeah, with the 2 using the sticks as the signal, supporting us during takeoff, landing, and such. Yeah, takeoff, landing. Yeah. By the way, this winch appears to be quite pricey. Not as expensive as an airplane, but still. So I guess I think this probably is already here. Was already here long before Amane joined the club. It was used by previous members of the Soaring Club, maintained since then, and will now be put into operation again. It's been in service for many years. To be honest, the equipment here goes way beyond the scope of high school club activities.
OK、わかったわ。
Alright.
それじゃ、離陸準備に入ろう。
Yosh. We walked back from the winch towards the aircraft. It was about 1 kilometer away, so it took a while. Amane senpai got into the front seat, with me following her and getting into the back seat. So the pilot controls are actually in the back seat. Normally you would think that it's in the front seat, right? Not in the back seat, but this is kind of interesting in the back seat.
シートベルトをしっかり締めてね。
Alright. As Ageha told me to do this, I checked the seatbelt a few times.
ペダルに足は届いているか？動かしにくい部分はないか？
Everything's okay. There's some wind already. Or more like this. No, this is more like the opening and closing of the glider, what you call that? The shelter, something like that? The canopy, right, the canopy. The transparent lid that covers the cockpit got closed.
キャノピーがロックされているか確認してくれ。
Alright. Okay, checked. I checked the lock. If it's not properly locked, there's a risk it may open during the flight, and that would be really dangerous. Amane senpai performed the final check on the flight controls. Outside the canopy, Ageha checked the rope extending from the winch and connected it to the glider. Okay.
先輩、レリースのチェックをお願いします。
Amane operated the release lever and the hook holding the rope was immediately released. If this fails to disconnect, it could cause a big accident. So it must be always carefully checked before the takeoff. Yeah, because then what if it's still stuck to the rope and then it'll probably like clash into the winch or something like that? It'll be really dangerous.
OK です。
Ageha gave a signal from outside and connected the towing rope once again. We suddenly felt a lot more nervous. This aircraft will fly through the air. It still didn't feel real, but we were finally doing it. To begin with, can an aircraft that we made ourselves really fly? Well, actually we only made the wings, so it has no engine and it can't even flap its wings like a bird. So will it really be alright? Yeah, all these, concerns and all that, because we've never experienced it before. It's understandable, but we have to do it. I've had the theory explained to me many times, but you won't get the real feeling from theory alone, definitely. If you want to get that, the only option is to fly, to do it. Finally, we can fly. Finally. You ready, Amane? We ready, guys? Senpai?
大丈夫。怖くない、怖くない。
Don't worry, Amane, okay?
みんなが作ってくれた翼は、私のなんかよりずっと優れている。
So Amane is really still like, yeah, still scared over the last test flight. Yeah, it almost didn't work out. She almost like, yeah, But actually, she didn't seem worried when she told us what happened. But when we're actually going to do it again, yeah, we can see the fear in her.
だから大丈夫。
Yes, calm yourself down, okay? We'll be alright. Yeah.
さっき小鳥が恐怖心を追い払ってくれたし。でも、いざとなったら頼んだぞ、葵くん。
Don't worry, I won't fail you, Amane. I won't fail everyone. I will do it. Makasete. This is why I was training on the simulator until I got sick of it. I went over the takeoff procedure in my head. The most dangerous part of the flight was the landing. However, serious accidents can easily occur during the takeoff too. This time, I could rely on Amane-senpai. But to learn such a vast material, it was necessary to have the whole procedure in your head. Oh? Ageha tapped the canopy from outside.
準備
Yep, I'm all set. When Senpai and I replied, ready, Ageha walked around to the side of the aircraft and lifted up the left wing that was touching the ground. The aircraft became level. The wings of a glider are really long, so it can't stand on its wheels like a normal plane. Ah, I see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, considering that it has two wheels, but those two wheels are quite small. That's why it's standing with one of the wings touching the ground. Therefore, during takeoff, someone has to run along, holding the wing up until it gains lift. Ageha, who was holding up the wing, signaled Kotori, who was waiting far away, that launch preparations were complete.
行くぞ、葵くん。
Just as Amane-senpai whispered this. Whoosh! What? We're flying? Wait! The aircraft suddenly got pulled forward! Pulled by the winch, the glider was quickly accelerating. The wheels jumped on the unpaved runway. Ageha ran along while holding up the left wing. So we're taking off now. I turned to the side and our eyes met.
行ってこい
Eh, see ya! I'll be seeing you later. Itterashai! Whoosh! A few seconds after it started gliding, felt the aircraft rising, and we were pulled for only a few meters. As soon as it started gliding and accelerating,
上昇するぞ
yeah, Amane-senpai pulled back the yoke. The aircraft raised its nose. I didn't know what the exact angle was, but to me it felt extremely steep. Rise! Wow, look at this. Yes! Oh, that's the rope, right? The rope right here. Oh, nice. So now this is where the rope is going to be released from the aircraft. Whoa! My whole body trembled from the G-force. Yes, nice opening song. I was hit in turns by the sensation of the aircraft gliding softly and the feeling of being strongly pulled by the winch. I looked down through the canopy. However, at this angle the main wings were blocking my field of vision. I could hardly see the ground at all. At what altitude are we now? Is there any values that we can see? The altitude? The uncertainty of the situation made me feel a hint of fear.
平行策を切り離す
Okay, releasing the towing rope. The rope's released. We're now in mid-air. Suddenly the pulling force disappeared and the released aircraft started gliding gently. That's because it's been detached from the winch here. So now I see how the winch works. Just now we saw the scene, right? It's like the plane, and then the rope is actually attached to the underside of the glider. So it's like when the winch took off, drove forward, and that's when I think what the winch does is it makes the rope go up, so that allowing the glider to go upwards. So yeah, cool, really cool. I love that takeoff. Tonderu, the flight. At that moment, the glider was no longer borrowing power from something else. It was flying all by itself. Never experienced this strange feeling of gliding before. The sound of the wind was awfully loud.
葵くん、平行策を確認してくれ
Okay, is it released? Oh, it's attached to some balloon parachute. Sitting in the back seat, I turned around and saw that the towing rope had been safely released. So yeah, it's been released already with the parachute there. With a small parachute attached, it was slowly falling to the ground. Ah, I see. That's how it works. Cool. Release confirmed.
よし、離陸成功だ。
The glider managed to take off into the sky without any problems. Woo.
飛んでる。
Yeah, it's flying, Kotori.
ちゃんと空飛んでるよ。
They still need to do something?
アゲハ、見て見て、飛んでるよ。見てるよ。
Yeah, we can see it, that's for sure.
すごい。私たちが作った翼が飛んでる。
Yeah, isn't that nice? You know, from our own creation.
ああやって飛ぶんだ。やっぱり感慨深いものがあるわね。
Definitely deeply moving.
あ、ロープが降りてきた。回収しとかなくちゃ。
Yep.
いいな、葵くん。
Don't worry, you'll get a chance, Kotori. It's alright. We're really flying. Sugoi!
下は見ない方がいいぞ。怖いからな。
You suddenly got a fear of heights? Well, I do have a bit of fear of heights. But, you know, nothing beats this experience. You don't need to look down, senpai. Please keep looking straight ahead.
ラジャー。
Wow, look at this. Wow, look at this. You know, from this view, looking at the city, from this view, this is awesome. I checked the ground in place of senpai. We were about 300 meters above the ground. Oh, Ageha recovered the towing rope. The towing rope, aka the one coming out from the winch, was attached to the bottom of the aircraft by a hook. Yeah. The hook can be detached from the cockpit at any time. This is usually done just before the glider reaches the point above the winch. Even if the controls malfunction, the hook is designed to automatically detach when the glider passes the point directly above the winch and gets put back. Once the towing rope is released, a small parachute opens and it slowly falls down to the ground. I see, so that's how it works. If it's not detached, it can cause a serious accident. Yeah, because it will cause the glider to be put down. So we must always confirm that it has been released. From the back seat, I enjoyed the view from 300 meters above the ground. 300 meters? I can see the whole city. I could see the roof of Flying Fish Manor, which was quite close to the runway. I could also see Ageha's house, which looked tiny. Wow, you can actually see both of those. Ah, there's the school. Sugoi! We're really flying! This one, right? This whole area.
あんまり飛んでると言わないでくれないか。意識してしまうじゃないか。
We need to experience it, Amane. Oops, sorry. I shut my mouth and enjoyed my first flight in silence. But do you enjoy it, Amane? When I saw the flying glider from below, it seemed really relaxing, but when you actually try getting in it, it really is relaxing. However, hearing the roar of the wind and feeling the air resistance in my whole body was something you couldn't experience in the simulator. Those were the forces that kept the glider, which had no thrust in the air. Even though the aircraft moved down slowly, it didn't fall. It flew leisurely through the winds.
この翼はすごいな。
Yeah, I know, right? Are they?
安定感が抜群にいい。本当に私が作ったものとはまるで違う。
We really have to thank Ageha for this, you know, because she's the one who really helped us a lot with the main wings. It's all thanks to those guys. Of course, Kotori gets credit too, but you know, without Ageha, you know, I don't think the wings will be possible to create the wings.
ああ、降りたらいっぱいハグしよう。
Yeah, you better do, Amane.
旋回する。
But turning, she said and tilted the yoke to the right. Oh, the aircraft rapidly leaned to the right. Oh, what happened? Whoa, too much? Senpai returned the yoke to its original position to correct the aircraft which had banked too far, but... Hey, careful Amane! She moved it too far and the glider banked to the left. Senpai, what are you doing? Hey! I don't know what Amane is doing.
さあ、主翼のテストかなにしては
It's too exaggerated.
なんかヤバゲだね。
Yeah.
もしもし、あまねちゃん
Oh, so we can actually communicate from ground level to the aircraft, so we got comms. Nice. At least that's more like it. I mean, like, of course. I mean, I thought there wouldn't be any comms, but good thing there's comms. Yeah.
もしもし、あまねちゃん
We received a transmission from Kotori.
フラフラしてるけど大丈夫？大丈夫じゃないかも。
Senpai, please calm down. Come on, focus on your intelligence. For a few moments, Senpai had been trying to level the aircraft, but she kept leaning it far too much to both sides over and over again. Come on, steady.
エルロンが痛すぎて。
Too sensitive?
葵くん、出番よ。
Alright, I'll do it. Okay, Senpai, I'm taking over. Oh, okay. So both the front seat and the back seat have pilot controls. I thought it's just the front, it's just the back seat. Okay? Don't worry, I've got this. Senpai let go of the yoke. In her place, I took over the controls from the back seat. Two-seater gliders have exactly the same controls in both the front and back seats, just like I did in the simulator. I tried turning it using the yoke to control the ailerons and the elevator, as well as the pedals to control the rudder. I tilted the yoke to the right and the aircraft banked. After banking, you only need to return the yoke back to the middle, but then it's necessary to move it in the opposite direction just a little. This was called counter-steering, but... I see!
どうしたの、葵くん。
Soka! The response of the ailerons is too sensitive. But it's okay, this much shouldn't be a problem. By too sensitive, I meant that when I moved the yoke just a little, the ailerons responded more than normally, which was causing the aircraft to lean too much. Okay, so even just a little, the ailerons responded more than normally? They weren't properly adjusted. If clumsy Yamane Senpai were to use controls like this, it could have been a bit dangerous. Well, we already saw that. Very dangerous.
大丈夫かな。大丈夫よ。いざとなったら湖に飛び込めばなんとかなるわ。
Please don't say that, Kotori. Wait, oh yeah, actually now I remember. When Kotori took the test flight, did she actually crash landed on the lake?
いや、ならないでしょそれ。
Please don't, no.
地面に落ちるよりマシよ。
Yeah, but don't curse us. Don't say that we're gonna crash.
お、治ってきた。
It seems like we're level again.
大丈夫なのか、葵くん。
We'll be fine, don't worry. Yeah, something like that won't be a problem. It was a little hard to maneuver, but I'll probably get used to it. Okay, I'll pilot it for a while. For now, I'll try flying once around the runway. I slowly turned the aircraft and made it circle around above Kotori and Ageha. From above, I could see them both waving. I wonder if Anchan is watching us too. I'm sure he is. I could just about make out the roof of Anchan's workshop from here. And the lake. I turned a little more and now we were above the lake. Shall we go to the other side of the lake?
今日は気流が安定していて、上昇気流を見つけるのが難しそうだ。
We'll still try. We couldn't increase our altitude without getting on the ascending air currents. Even though we call it flying, in actuality the glider continued descending slowly. If there are no updrafts, we will have to land sooner or later. So it all depends on the wind actually, in order for the glider to continue flying.
の翼ならいけるかもしれない。
Roger that. If it looks back, I'll turn back midway. Phew! Look at this. We'll make it. Phew.
あれ？どこ行くんだろう？
The other side of the lake.
風車の丘に向かうみたい。
Yep.
届くかな？さあ。
We'll make it. The glider proceeded to fly across the lake. The altitude was gradually decreasing, but there was still some safe margin.
ケーキは私が見ているから。
Alright. Yes, please. I learned how to read the instruments in the simulator, but I still wasn't used to it. We just flew straight forward, and after a short time the other side of the lake came into view. There on the gentle slopes of the hill, the windmills were lined up. I mean, windmills also generate some wind, right? So maybe it can help. Today the wind was quite weak, so they weren't turning that much. Oh.
なんだろう、あれ。
Ah, so it's through this test flight that these twin girls start to see the glider, and then they'll probably like want to join us. Yeah, okay, so this is when they finally make their second appearance after a long time.
どこ？
Up there.
ほら、あそこ、こっち来るよ。飛行機かな。
Oh, look at these two twins. Yeah, finally we see them after a long time. So this is the point where they start to get interested in the gliders. In gliders, right? Yeah, start getting interested in the glider and the Soaring Club and all that.
あ、本当だ。姉さんって昔から目がいいわよね。しかし、やけに低いところを飛んでるのね。速度も出ていないようだし。
Don't criticize, little girl B. It's the important thing is that it's flying. So I guess that's the point where they will become interested in the glider for the first time, and then they come by. Yeah. We saw you flying for the first time from over there, Amane senpai. The windmill hill, yeah.
あの時か。
The day I came back to this town, the day where everything began. No wait, I think when Amane flew across here, she didn't crash land into the lake. She managed to land, but yeah, but the wings, in terms of the wings, got damaged, right? Kotori was waving her hand at the glider at that time. Did you see her?
いや、それどころじゃなかった。
She's scared.
あの日は気流がいい具合に荒れていて、生きた心地がしなかった。
Oh, nice. Look at this. While we were speaking, we crossed the lake and were now above the windmills. Just like Senpai did on that day, I slowly turned above the hill. It felt really strange to look down at the giant windmills from above.
ゆっくり回ってる。変な飛行機だね。
Yeah, it's a different type of aircraft.
あれはグライダーじゃないかしら。
Oh, you know about it, little girl B.
グライダー？ええ、多分だけど。
It is.
グライダー。
Oh.
すごくゆっくり飛ぶんだね。気持ちが良さそう。
Yeah, can't wait to see them, join the Soaring Club. So this is where they got interested into this for the first time.
エンジンを積めばもっと早く飛べるのに。どうしてそうしないのかしら。
Well, glider doesn't have an engine, little girl B.
葵くん、だいぶ高度が下がってきているぞ。
Roger, heading back. We couldn't stay here for too long. We had to return while we still had enough altitude to cross the lake. The moment when we were turning back towards the runway on the other side of the lake, I saw people on top of the hill. There were 2 of them. Girls, I think, and you have seen them before. It seems like they were looking up at us. They probably like gliders just like Kotori. Nope, never seen one before, this is the first time. As I arbitrarily imagined that, I left the windmill hill behind me.
Oh, 行っちゃったね。ふわふわしてて、なんだか頼りなかったわね。
Come on now. Why you like this?
でも飛んでるって感じがした。
We certainly did. Nice.
あ、戻ってきたよ。
Yep, we have to land.
だいぶ低くなってるわね。着陸するみたい。もしもし、葵、聞こえる？
Yeah. Loud and clear. We'll be preparing to land.
了解。着陸するって。
Get ready the ground control. Well then, I'll return the controls to you.
了解。
Senpai nodded nervously and grabbed the yoke. It's said that most glider accidents happen during the landing. When descending from flight and coming into contact with the ground, even one mistake can easily cause some physical damage. Yeah, definitely. We have to be really careful here. The tricky thing about the landing is that when you push the yoke forward to lower the altitude, the speed will increase. When the speed is too high, the impact from landing will be significant. Also, there's a risk you won't be able to stop in time, pass the end of the runway and crash into something. That's why you need to lower the altitude while keeping the speed as low as possible. Hence, the main wings of gliders are equipped with several types of lift decreasing devices. In short, by reducing the lift, the altitude can be decreased without gaining speed. Gliders tend to have a rather simple structure, but this type is equipped with several different devices used during takeoff and landing.
降りてきた。いいよいいよ、そのまま。
Okay, we're landing. Oh, nice. Oh, we landed. Oh, thumb. Well, it will be a bit bumpy, yes, when we land. Amane-senpai managed not to scratch the underside of the glider, even though at the moment of touchdown she pretty much dropped it to the ground. After landing, the glider covered several meters before the wheel brake stopped it.
Okaeri!
Oh, what an experience! That was really a great experience. Even though I'm not actually in the glider, but I can definitely imagine how the experience is like. Must be really amazing. I can kind of feel it, yes. When we opened the canopy, Ageha peeked inside. We made it. I unfastened the seatbelt and crawled out of the narrow cockpit. Senpai, are you alright?
大丈夫だ。
You need to rub you on the back to calm you down. Senpai slowly unfastened her seatbelt as well. I got out first and gave Senpai a hand. Although a mere 10 minutes had passed, I strangely missed the feeling of the solid ground beneath my feet.
どうだった？
Amazing. Kotori, who arrived a little after Ageha, rushed ahead and started firing questions at us. Well, how should I put it? It was awesome! Sugoi! It was absolutely the best. No other impressions came to my mind.
やっぱり！
How long were we flying for?
だいたい15分ってとこかな。
15 minutes, nice.
ねえねえ、風車の丘まで行ったの？
Yep. Yeah, just for a little while. I got a pretty good look at it.
いいな、いいな。お疲れ様です、Amane senpai.
Yeah. Ageha passed Senpai a bottle of mineral water. The cockpit that was exposed to direct sunlight all the time was unbearably hot inside.
ありがとう。どうでしたか？主翼の具合は。以前よりも全然滑空が滑らかでいい感じだった。
Good to know.
よし。
Yeah, you guys did it.
でも途中でフラフラしてましたよね。 ああ、エルロンがビーキーすぎた。少し調整しないと。
Need some adjustments.
他には何か問題ありましたか？そうだな。
While Kotori and I were overwhelmed with excitement, Ageha and Amane Senpai were continuing their practice conversation inside class.
もう少し飛んでみないとわからないが、今のところそのくらいかな。
え？
了解っす。じゃあすぐエルロンの調整だけしちゃいましょう。
Ageha enthusiastically went to get the tools.
何してるの？みんな手伝ってよ。今日中に飛べるだけ飛ぶんだから。
We're gonna fly again. The testing had only just begun. Okay. We did a few more tests afterwards. The main objective for today was to test the freshly made main wings and check the repair meter. That and my flight practice. Thanks to the work I had put into the simulator, I was able to control it from the very beginning. I only realized this after flying the real thing, but Amane Senpai's simulator gave a pretty realistic sense of flying. I have to say that's what I had expected of her. After we finished adjusting the ailerons, I practiced takeoff and landing and was able to use the basic maneuvers. Okay.